You should be watching.
It's my art!
Showtime, people. What's good? It's been a minute. Hopping straight into this. Demonical Fit got some heat for us, you know? First up, we got the Demonical Fit Tenacious. Oh, wait. I was about to give it the wrong name. Martialist Forever Return from Beyond. Now, this Goku, really, you could substitute this Goku for many different Gokus, but judging on the background, I'm gonna go through the pictures. This looks like it could be a Busaka Goku just off the fact that they put him in the tournament arena and he has the halo. But this is gonna be a banger release. I didn't know if they were ever gonna basically use this body mold. Well, I knew that they would use the body mold again, but like I felt like they could have been abusing this mold by now, but they haven't. He comes with the base head right here smiling, but and there goes all the accessories that you get with this particular release. This is an excellent release. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's very cut and dry. I think this will be an excellent alternative if you don't like the new Games Begin Goku that's coming out. But yeah, this is going to be a hell of a comparison when I get a chance to have them both in hand. The Games Begin Goku versus this. People have the hang-ups with the Games Begin Goku, so you know I can see a lot of people leaning towards this one. But yeah, this is looking really good. On to the next thing, because we're not done with Demonical Fit. Oh, I thought that was the last picture. So look at me. Let's see. Okay, we gotta go through the rest of the picture. Now we talking right here. Demonical Fit. What is it called? Now, why isn't this? I don't know. Why didn't they call it Hero Waltz Savage version or something? Because it's still Gogeta. Either way, this is looking to be pretty good. This could be Demonical's trump card, no pun intended, for the year. You get the Big Bang Kamehameha effect piece. You're getting an amazing assortment of hands. You're getting the fusion hands for both Vegeta and Goku. Crossed arms, a nice assortment of faces, party Kamehameha. It's not a whole lot more you can ask for. This is pretty much everything that he should come with. This is going to be a very strong release by Demonical Fit. No lie. This is going to be an excellent release by them. Here's some more renders. When this actually drops, did they say? No, they're not saying when this actually drops, but I wouldn't be surprised if it somehow coincidentally drops once Taunton's version drops, because you know how DF rolls. But with that being said, let's move forward. Up next, we on Vito Forge and Vita Forge, however you pronounce it. Y'all saw the title. Goku Black, and this is looking fairly good so far. I don't know. It looks like the upper body was updated, but not the lower body. But did they need to update the lower body? The ankles? I just wish the lower body was updated, you know? But so far, it's looking pretty good. I don't have a whole lot to say about this. As we get more updates, of course, as redundant as this is gonna sound, I'll keep you updated. But that's it on that. Like I said, I'm not super thrilled about the lower body, but if it functions well, then that's ultimately what matters. Now, with that being said, let's move forward. So now we move on to Neo Kong, and what we have here is yet another Vegeta wave of figures. And I'm sure by now a lot of you are tired of it, but I don't know. I guess Vegeta just works. So you got NKHM1, NKHM2, NKHM3, and an NKHM special. Basically, the special version is going to be an NYCC variant. The first one is the blue, Z Blue. And by the way, we're on Courier News. Definitely give him a follow. He's really good with the news. Really good. But the first one is Z Blue. The second one is the purple. Wait, purple. Let me see purple. And okay, purple, I guess. But and the third one is the black, which is the black. Yeah. So so I'm guessing the one with the blue hair was meant to be purple or purplish color tint to the gi. And then the special version is going to be like a NYCC variant. So I'm guessing that more, as somebody said it, the Diddy oil variant. They also, in this read up for this particular post, say that they're gonna have a silver hair variant, so a head sculpt to go with it. I'm guessing that means like Ultra Instinct. Well, not even that. I'm guessing that it means that's straight up what it says. Ultra Instinct, and of course, Super Saiyan God hair sculpt to go with it. So we'll see how this all turns out. Neo Kong. I know the Goku releases weren't super well received in terms of the QC, but we'll see how the Vegetos go in terms of, you know, the feel in the hand. Now, we're not done with Neo Kong. We got a little bit more to get into. Now we have Goku, right? Now with the Neo Kong Goku, we got NK1, NK2. Now what they're saying is it's a complete recast of the DF Goku, but just looking at it, it looks like it could be like the Kong torso with the DF legs. That's how it looks to me. And of course the DF head sculpt that also looks like the Imagine Works, looks like the Imagine Works Goku head sculpt with that pushed up look to the hair, as my good man Cyrus would say. The first one is basically just going to be the base hair. The second one is going to be Ultra Instinct Master version, and the two head sculpts will be regular and then translucent and 5 faces all together. So I'm guessing you're going to have that more pearlescent translucent hair for the Ultra Instinct, as well as the what you call it, the regular, you know, I guess silver hair. Once again, this is both of these for this and Vegeta says to be released in 2025 November or Q1 of next year. So between November and that's a pretty big time span, because Q1 is the first 3 months of next year. So from November to March of next year, the end of March of next year, that's going to be the time window for both of these figures for Neo Kong. Now with that being said, let's move forward. So now staying on the same page, we're gonna look, we have right here Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and funny enough, I don't think we have a whole lot of third-party Super Saiyan Blue head sculpts, and I guess that could be attributed to Super Saiyan Blue not being very popular of a form. But yeah, YT Studio, and YT Studio is also responsible for the next thing we're gonna look at, which I think we briefly touched on in like one of the past 2 roundups, but let's just go to it. The Angel Goku kit, where this is meant to be, it looks like for the DF body. I'm not gonna say that, you know, word is bond that it'll only be for the DF body, but it looks like that's what's featured here. And of course you get Goku looking back, Halo accessory, the attachment so you can actually attach his wings, and of course the peg, some type of a conversion peg. Looks like it could be, truth be told, that peg looks like, just looking at the bottom of it, looks like it could be for Kong. So perhaps this will be for Kong as well. We'll see, time will tell the tale, but let's move forward. So now on the screen we got ZL Studio, as you can see, suppress Super Saiyan Broly head sculpts. Now of course, like, but relative to the time that I actually, let me get this off my screen, but relative to the time that I probably had those other things on the screen, it doesn't really matter. What matters is this. This came out literally a couple days after the last roundup, and that's so annoying. I bet this is probably going to happen with this roundup too. But ZL Studio suppressed Broly head sculpts, at least in the renders, they're looking really nice. I don't have any complaints so far, and I'm sure that other third parties will definitely jump on the bandwagon. They'll look at this and might say, yo, I could do that better. I can make something a bit more, you know, I don't know, sharper. But go follow ZL Studio Toys, because this is, you know, from the horse's mouth. All right, get off the screen. Now we have some actual printed out prototypes. Now this is like actually pretty impressive. I didn't think we were gonna see printed out prototypes so fast. It says the new studio project Nightmare opponents. The test phase went smoothly, maybe faster than expected. So I'm not gonna expect this figure to come out next, like this year. I could see some things being reprinted just for the sake of accuracy, but they would be very minute things, nothing extremely major, you know. I can't say a whole lot more with this figure. I hope the absolute best for this figure, because this is definitely a grail of mine, and I have a whole bunch of custom ideas in mind once this figure comes out. Like a whole lot of custom ideas. I legitimately cannot wait to, you know, get those customs, and man, I'm getting excited. I'm about to, let me reel it back because I was about to go crazy. But let's move forward. This is, like I said, this is literally a grail, and I'll be getting every variant. So even after ZL Studios come out, I'll be getting the Tamashii version whenever that comes out. Whatever third party drops anything regarding Suppressed Broly, I'm getting it, you know. With that being said, let's move forward. Now we move on to something a little bit more tame, relatively speaking, in terms of power levels at least. And we have like what looks to be, that could be like a definitive Saiyan Saga era Vegeta head sculpt by Jack Bear. And this looks great. I have no complaints. In terms of where to actually get the product, you'll have to hit up Jack Bear. I'm sure he'll have an answer for you. But honestly, I'm not sure. I remember seeing, this could have, no, maybe that was Tigery. I thought I remember seeing his product on AliExpress, but I'm not sure where you would get his product. Like I said, you'll have to ask him, go to his comment section, ask him yourself. But with all that being said, this is, like I said, this is a really solid project. I know people at this point though tend to be a little bit more sick of the Saiyan / Frieza era of stuff. We just want to get the show on the road with the, you know, the more, I would say, mainstream popular stuff of Dragon Ball Z. And it's main, even though Dragon Ball Z is mainstream. Either way, I don't want to be long-winded. On to the next thing. Redo. Last, I think, on this particular roundup, but not least, at least I hope it's last, because sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I got like these 3 other segments to do. But we have the Instantaneous Martyr. I don't know about some of Recustom's names for the product. I really don't know about it. But this product, you're getting a good... Wait, I ain't gonna lie. This product kind of crazy. I'm gonna say why right now. This product kind of crazy because think about this. All of this is coming in one set. So you're getting the Super Saiyan 3 head sculpt, you're getting the Ultra Ego head sculpt, and you're getting all the expression parts that come with both. This is all in one set. And this is only $40. And I feel like we've gotten other products from RE Customs in the past, which was basically like the same price point, but you were getting a whole lot less. What's up with that? Things that make you go, Anyways, this is on OmniMateStore.com, so if you want to pre-order it there, you can. Of course, you're always going to get 2 variants. You're going to get the, you know, matted version, pearlescent version. Woohoo. Here's a closer look at the head sculpts. This is meant to be compatible with the Black Hole Toys variant. We'll see how that actually looks in person. Hopefully the head don't look like, you know, mad small. Here we go. Super Saiyan 3. Some more Super Saiyan 3. Some close-up shots, and this is what we like to see close up. Need to see the details. You feel me? You feel me, baby? And of course, this looks like pearlescent headshots right there. But this looks really good. That looks spot on right there. That Ultra Ego Vegeta right there, spot on. I'm definitely looking forward to this product. You can expect a showcase of all these head sculpts. By the way, I'm back into reviewing. Just, you know, shameless plug. Check out my reviews, guys. Yeah, definitely check them out. Leave a comment. Or if you don't feel like checking them out, then don't check them out. But if you are curious or interested, give it a shot. I definitely got more reviews coming up in the pipe. I got so much stuff backlog. I got some stuff stacked up on my bed right now, you know. But with all this being said, I think this will be the last segment for this particular video. And if it isn't, and you see the videos continuing to go along, that means I'm like, ah, shit, I got 1 more thing to cover, or 3 more things to cover sometimes. But with that being said, As always, I'm eternally grateful for your support. Like I said, check out the reviews. I think they're pretty good in my opinion. But if you don't think so, then, you know, feel free to express your opinion or don't, you know. Like I said, I'm eternally grateful for you guys' support. Until next time, this has been BombasticPlastic. Stay fantastic. Have a blessed day. Drink your water. Peace.
No, wait, come back!
Bing bong.
I don't even know why I jinxed myself the way I did, but overtime, right? People love overtime for whatever reason. I don't. Hello, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I hate when I have to do overtime, but it's here. So, Black Hole Toys is telling us that their Super Saiyan 5 Goku will ship in the middle of next month and will ship as soon as. So they're gonna get it. They believe they're gonna get it in the middle of next month, which at this point is next month. At this point will be October, of course. But it's also saying this is TK Super Saiyan 5. So is this another TK collab project with Black Hole Toys? That's very interesting if it is. I'm assuming TK will be handling the head sculpt aspect, and the rest, Black Hole Toys will be handling the rest of the body. But this is very interesting. We'll see what becomes of this Super Saiyan 5 Goku, because Black Hole Toys they released the Vegetas finally, so we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. On to the next thing though.
Bing bong.
So up next we have the WP Model J's figure. Now this is something that was in desperate need of a re-release anyways. If this picture is an indicator of anything, maybe we will get the rest of the Ginyu Force. But the Ginyu Force in general is in desperate need of a re-release in terms of their figures. Tamashii, I don't even know when they would possibly do it. There was a couple times in my prediction videos for SDCC exclusives, I was saying, you know what? They could release them during Comic-Con, and boy, was I wrong. And then funny enough, sometimes like the predictions I had for the year before come out the year after. Man, anyways, we'll see if they release the rest of the. I don't see why they wouldn't. This, like I said, this is in desperate need of a re-release anyways. Let's move forward.
Bing bong.
I wasn't even going to include this part in overtime because I forgot about it, but real quick, Trunks by KAMIONE, aka Taunton Art Toys. This is getting a re-release in January of next year, so not technically too far off. If you're interested in this product and you missed out, don't pay secondary market prices, because we know how they go. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that.
Bing bong.
Next thing up, we have the I was about to say the Hobby Model Store. That's the page that we on, but we have the ENC Goku Kaioken version by ENC. I think personally, if you can't get your hands on a Wild Studio thing, I guess you could get this and use this, but I'm not super fond of this, either of these releases. Like this one, either the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, not super fond of it. But if you're interested, I'm sure Hobby Model Store has it up for pre-order. On to the next thing.
Bing bong.
Last but certainly not least, we have the Gotenks by Square K. If I'm not mistaken, this is the same company that did the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks hair sculpts that came out sometime last year or early this year. Either way, this is what inspired this whole overtime segment. Before I realized it was like 5 other things that I didn't cover, but it's looking good so far. We actually have printed prototypes, so this is looking good, and it looks like it's doing the Demon Slayer style knees from the SH Figure Arts line. Once again, this is actually looking pretty damn good so far. As I always say, we ultimately know the true story once we get it in hand. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. That articulation right there, interesting how they did that. I'll say that's all I'll say. It's interesting. Your leg doesn't bend like that, but I see what they were doing. Either way, this has been BombasticPlastic for real this time. Stay fantastic. Have a blessed day. As I always been saying, once again, check out the reviews. I'm fully back into the full swing of reviews. I got so many reviews planned, it's not even funny. I always appreciate your support. Peace.